Are you looking for the best mirrorless cameras? In this video we will look at some of the best mirrorless cameras. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 5. Panasonic Lumix S52 mirrorless camera, body only. Full frame image resolution, 24.2 megapixels of video resolution, 4K 60p display, 3-inch touchscreen autofocus points, 779 memory card slots, SD/SDHC/SDXC, UHS-2, maximum continuous shooting rate, up to 30 frames per second. Cinematic quality video. Excellent stabilization. Hybrid phase detection autofocus. APS-C crop when recording video. No CF Express slot. No tally light. Videographers who want a portable mirrorless camera to create their next masterpiece. Those predominantly looking for a mirrorless camera for video creation should buy the Panasonic Lumix S52. This camera has Panasonic's dual phase detection autofocus, which immediately allows it to create cinematic, professional-looking video. However, keep in mind that it does implement an APS-C crop when recording video, which you'll have to contend with. That crop does help the camera deliver excellent stabilization, better than the vast majority of the competition out there. The storage on the camera is a little dated, and there's no CF Express slot. Also, it's important to note that there's no tally light, so if you're used to relying on a tally light, it's probably not the way to go. However, if you can look past these minor downsides and want a top-tier mirrorless camera for video, the Lumix S52 is the camera to get. Reviewers on Amazon were particularly impressed by the video quality of the Lumix S52. Took this camera with me right after buying it for a one-week trip to Ireland as my main camera. Incredible autofocus and video capabilities, was shooting 4K 60 handheld and the footage was stunning. Number 4. Fujifilm XH2S mirrorless camera, body only. APS-C, 1.5x crop image resolution, 26.1 megapixels of video resolution, up to 6.2K at 30 frames per second to display, 3-inch vari-angle touchscreen autofocus points, 425 memory card slots, 1x CF Express Type B, 1x SD/SDHC/SDXC maximum continuous shooting rate, 15 frames per second for mechanical shutter, 40 frames per second electronic shutter. Shoot up to 6.2K video at 30 frames per second. Has 7-stop in-body image stabilization. Versatile, AI-enhanced autofocus. Expensive for a crop sensor camera. Shooting fast-moving subjects at a distance, such as wildlife. The Fujifilm XH2S is a strong, feature-packed still camera that does an equally impressive job shooting video, in part because of Fujifilm's new APS-C format, 26.1 megapixel X-Trans 5 stack sensor. This allows you to experience quick autofocus and subject detection, while maintaining authentic color rendering and clarity. The camera runs using Fujifilm's new X Processor 5, which provides 64-bit processing that can perform up to 3 times faster than earlier generations of the camera. You also get 425-point hybrid autofocus with AI subject detection, and improved 7-stop, in-body image stabilization and the ability to track a wider range of subjects, including people, vehicles, airplanes, trains and various types of animals. The 3-inch touchscreen offers 1.6 million dots and it can be flipped to the side and tilted up or down while shooting, and then folded into the camera's body, facing inward, to protect the screen when it's not in use. On a full charge, the camera's battery shoots up to 580 images in normal mode. Whether you need a camera for continuous shooting of a speedy subject or need to capture high-resolution video, the Fujifilm XH2S can handle a wide range of scenarios even in low-light conditions. Reviewers on Amazon love the camera's classic design in particular. As a passionate photographer, I recently upgraded to the Fuji XH2S, which has elevated my photography experience. This mirrorless camera is a masterpiece, combining cutting-edge technology with the classic design elements that Fujifilm is renowned for. Number 3. Nikon Z9 mirrorless camera, body only. Full-frame image resolution, 45.7 megapixels video resolution, 8K at 30 frames per second, 4K at 120 frames per second to display, 3.2-inch tilting touchscreen max autofocus points, 493 memory card slots, 2x CF Express Type B built-in flash, no maximum continuous shooting rate, 20 fps for RAW/120 fps JPEG. 8K video. Strong build quality. Cheaper than some other flagship models. Can only shoot 120 frames per second with 11MP JPEGs. Bulky. Professional shooters who can justify spending cash on a camera that will make them money back. Professional photographers who want a high-end camera and don't mind paying a lot for one should buy the Nikon Z9. This camera isn't cheap, but it's a great option for professionals, especially those who are familiar with, or prefer, shooting Nikon. It has advanced features, like eye tracking, and is notable for its excellent low-light performance, which can be helpful for things like weddings and other low-light settings. Additionally, the camera supports shooting video at 8K, which immediately puts it above Nikon's other cameras, which don't reach that higher resolution. While very expensive, the Nikon Z9 actually costs less than Sony and Canon's so-called flagship models, while retaining many of the same features. It's also important to note that the Z9 does offer many of the same features as the cheaper Z8, but the Z8 doesn't have 8K video recording. If high-resolution video isn't important to you, saving some cash for the Z8 may be the way to go. That said, if you think you will need 8K video in the future, or simply want to make sure your purchase is future-proof, the Nikon Z9 is the way to go. Reviewers on Amazon were quick to point out how fast the camera is. The pure speed of the autofocus and how well the focus sticks to the subject is too hard to describe in words. The build quality is top-notch, and the sensor shield is a much-needed touch that all mirrorless cameras should have. Number 2. Nikon Z5 mirrorless camera, body only. Full-frame image resolution, 24.3 megapixels video resolution, 4K at 30 frames per second, 1080p at 60 frames per second display, 3.2-inch tilting touchscreen, autofocus, 273 memory card slots, 2x SDXC UHS2 maximum continuous shooting rate, 4.5 frames per second. Weather-sealed body. Great selection of optional lenses. Display only tilts. Slow continuous shooting rate. Entering full-frame photography without denting your wallet. The Nikon Z5 is a great choice for those with a tighter budget who want to graduate to a full-frame mirrorless camera. This model is ideal for beginners and enthusiasts alike, between its price and strong feature set. The camera also shoots video at 4K video at 30 frames per second, as opposed to 60 frames per second like some more pricey competitors. The camera body is durable and weather-sealed, an unusual find at this price, so it can be used in a variety of shooting situations. The overall performance is good for an entry-level camera. The biggest drawback is its slow continuous shooting speed, just 4.5 frames per second, making it a poor choice for capturing sports, for example. And its rear display merely tilts, limiting the creative angles you can achieve. One reviewer on Amazon highlighted the fact that this camera isn't just great for beginners, it's an excellent enthusiast camera, too. The Nikon Z5 is a fantastic mirrorless camera that strikes the perfect balance between affordability and high-end features. Whether you're a beginner looking to step up your photography game or a seasoned enthusiast, this camera won't disappoint. Number 1. Sony A74 mirrorless camera, body only. Full-frame image resolution, 61 megapixels video resolution, 4K at 60 frames per second, 1080p at 120 frames per second display, 3-inch free-angle tilting touchscreen, max autofocus points, 759 memory card slots, CF Express Type A/SD, SDXC UHS2 built-in flash, no maximum continuous shooting rate, 10 frames per second for 828 frames RAW/unlimited JPEGs. High-resolution video capabilities. Long sustained burst mode. Strong onboard connectivity. Fewer frames per second than competitors. Lower resolution rear display for the price. Excellent still and video performance. The Sony A74 is a well-designed mirrorless camera with tremendous still and video shooting abilities. It offers fast, advanced autofocus performance with eye tracking, even when capturing video at 4K 60 frames per second. Whether you're shooting outside on a bright and sunny day or in low-light conditions, this camera delivers impressive results. The A74 relies on its Sony Bionz XR engine to handle high-speed image processing. The camera's internal electronics shine in its continuous shooting modes. It captures at up to 10 frames per second, which is less than competitors, but offers a larger sustained capture rate for 828 frames in RAW and unlimited JPEGs. It also has advanced autofocus tracking, including eye tracking performance, with a maximum of 759 autofocus points. The A74 can easily be used for vlogging, since the display flips out and rotates, so it can be pointed forwards. However, when paired with a lens, this camera body would be heavy to handhold. It's best used with a tripod. The camera has an HDMI and USB Type-C port, a headphone jack and external microphone port. You also get wired, Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connectivity to your computer or mobile device. Buy the A74 with a 28 to 70 mm lens for $200 more. It's worth noting that the A74 remains a compelling choice, even though Sony has released a newer model. The Sony Alpha A7 or V has an all-new autofocus system with AI subject recognition, 8K video recording and 8 stops of image stabilization, but it also costs significantly more, at $3,498, body only. One Amazon reviewer noted the big upgrade from a previous generation model. After a decade or more with my Gen 1 A7, I decided to upgrade to the A7 IV. If you're coming from a A7 II or A7, the upgrade is quite large. The autofocus speed is the biggest thing I noticed immediately. Even older lenses like my 55mm Zeiss is very fast on this camera.